Robin Slim Show.
Hey, what's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, Michael James?
Michael James.
Sorry, I'm about 50 seconds too late. My girl's password on her phone fucked me up.
That's all right, because we were fiddling with the poster that we need
that worked out for all of us.
to fix, but we don't know how.
Hey, I understand that. I fucking hate computers. One question. You got your Heineken in front of you?
Yes, I just got a fresh one.
All right, we're good to go.
Last time we were a little, we had the Christmas spirit in us.
Yeah.
I didn't remember
we all
much.
made it through that.
I didn't even know
I was happy to know you didn't hate us after that interview.
Oh, please. It's all good, man.
What were you saying?
You guys are nice. I mean, I've dealt with radio before, and honestly, I was hoping the first time, I was like, there's a good chance they're going to be dicks, but you guys are, you're normal people. You're not dicks. You're not fucking conceited. You got a radio show. You got a huge following, and yet you conduct yourselves like normal people should. I like that about you.
That guy, I meant to thank you for putting the comment on the video from Jacob from last week. He's just starting out.
Thanks for being you.
No problem, dude. And that's why it made me really happy to see that you interacting with other guests and all. That was really cool, dude.
And honestly, these people, I've seen it. I've seen an actual friend of mine. All of a sudden, he gets a fucking deal. And next thing you know, he's too good to answer my phone calls. And people, there's like four other in a circle. We're all like, what the fuck happened to Goofball,
Well, that's what I said to Jacob. I'm like, dude, we're all the same people. Like, it doesn't matter who's who. Like, we're just, and Slim said, too, we'll talk to anybody. And when we talked about it a while ago, Slim said, if we started getting bigger people, he'd still want to talk to people just starting out, too. Like, I'm like,
honestly, I don't want to be famous well, I do, but I just want enough money to eat whenever I want to. You know what I mean?
Yup.
Never forget where the fuck you came from. I'm still a kid from Chicago who was still fucking eating oatmeal for dinner,
Exactly, yup.
Don't forget where you come from.
Yup. That's it.
I'm sorry about the noise. My girl just came in. Give me a sec.
You got to...
Pull up a little more, baby. All right, sorry about that. Everything stops when she gets here. You know that, right?
Yeah. You have to make sure everything's okay.
Hey, happy wife, happy life. We're not married yet, but yeah, you know what I'm saying.
So wait,
stupid.
You mentioned last time you were in, where'd you go to, West Virginia?
Yeah, actually, I'm still here. I'm working on a writing project, Stubborn Avocado right now.
What's that for?
Kind of like a sketch show.
Okay.
Exactly a sketch show, actually. Only it's going to be funny, and I'm not stealing anyone else's material to do it.
You can steal ours, as long as you give us credit.
Oh, hell yeah. Man, the big trick is don't forget who the hell you met on the way up. They're the motherfuckers that are going to look at you on the way down.
I think about that sometimes. I'm like, I dropped some pretty good shit, and who knows if anybody's... I don't give a shit. I have it recorded.
Gold.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what the fuck? And I get like a few impressions. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Gold, people.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think most of these sketch shows are just stealing other people's material?
Oh, God. I tell you what, I've got a serious problem with thievery. I'm sorry. Where I come from, you steal, there's a good chance someone's coming down the block with a ball-peen hammer to smash your fucking hand. You know what I'm saying?
I saw you mentioned that. I went back in our messages. You said that you had to take stuff off of YouTube because somebody was stealing your stuff.
Everything. I had to get rid of everything. I don't know. I got, they say you want to write a good joke, write 1,000 jokes, right? But, I have some sort of gift where I have no problem with material at all.
Nice.
And, I'm not, I've been drinking for 20 fucking years in the restaurant business. I've done nothing but study people. So, you either get along with them or you don't.
I've noticed, too, in life, just some of the shit in your regular job is funnier than anything you've seen any comedian do because you can't make the shit up. Like
seriously.
Some of the characters I've come across, some of the shit people say is just amazing.
Dude, restaurant business alone. I don't need a fucking degree in psychology. I can tell when you're lying to me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I've been meaning to ask you guys a few questions.
Go.
Actually, one major one. A few shows, I don't know how long ago, but one of your shows, you said something about Ron and Fez. And I'm curious, back in the day, there was a show, Ron and Ron show on 95 YNF in Tampa, Florida. And Fez was one of their interns. It was Ron Diaz and Ron Bennington.
Yes.
The Ron and Fez show, that's the derivative
That's what
of
it's
that?
from. Ron Bennington. Ron Diaz, his wife got cancer and had to leave. He left the show to take care of her. So Ron Bennington and Fez Whatley started the Ron and Fez show.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. You listened back then. I heard they were great. I never got a chance to hear any of that old stuff.
Well, this is why I like you guys so much. Here's what happened eventually. They started getting real fucking cocky. People were calling in, and they were acting like they were more intelligent than the universe, which you just cannot do. The only reason we do this is for the fans, because without them, nothing's funny. You know that?
Yes.
You start treating your fans like shit, you're going to be treated like Orny Adams. And I swear to God, as soon as I meet that man, I'm punching him in the face. I'll go to jail. I don't give a fuck. I'll just be the man who punched Orny Adams right in the fucking face. I'm a dick. I call him like I see him, you know?
Yeah, I like that.
But shit, man, my latest thing is, not to mention, my Twitter has been blowing the fuck up. I've found some fucking footage, you know, all that Amy Schumer bullshit. I haven't stole this, I haven't stole that.
Yeah.
Man, I found some footage with minimal digging, about 6 to 7 occasions. I mean, verbatim, same mannerisms. I am just disgusted. You know,
Wow.
mostly because I believed in this person. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm old enough to understand, don't put people on a pedestal, but, you know, you see somebody through the course of years forming their thing, and I'm like, I thought she was just fucking top-notch awesome.
Wow.
And the girl's got fantastic timing. She's got great material, but I'm sorry, this, the same mannerisms during the jokes, you stole that. I'm sorry. There's no two fucking ways about it. To me, you're a fucking thief now, and I have no time for you.
See, I don't know, because I listened to her on, she was on Jim Norton's Advice show, and I listened to her on that, and it sounded kind of convincing, and even Norton was...
Check down my link. I put it up there between responses and my own page. Check the link, man. There's some guy who did some good research. It's Amy Schumer reaction or something. He's some kid who just is pretty good with a computer, I imagine. But there is no doubting it. And believe me, I didn't want to believe it. I actually got in a fight physically, face to face with some guy over this because I study comics. That's what I do.
Yeah.
And, yes, it happened. It happened more than 6 to 7 times, and it kind of breaks my heart. But at this point, I feel like like my girlfriend was cheating on me or something. I feel like I've been burned. You look up to somebody. That'd be like saying someone coming up with, that last George Carlin special was totally stolen. My heart would be fucking shattered.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
And I was so happy for her to get up through the ranks, and I mean the girls made it. I mean she made it in spades. And now all this shit comes out.
Yeah,
and that's why.
Some said she had a movie come out, and she had a show as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now she's a different person. Now she had a problem with that 17-year-old kid who just made an offhanded joke. He's not a comic, which he admitted. But you know what? She could have. I thought she handled it with poise. But on the other hand, that's your comedy. I mean, I have a lot of dick and vagina jokes. You know what? 10 years from now, I'm still going to be sticking with it because that's who the fuck I am. Because I realize, shit, in this world, you lie. You're only a fucking point and a click away from someone telling you you're full of shit.
Mm.
Yeah. Michael, how was... I'm sorry, dude.
No, go ahead.
How was transitioning from Chicago to West Virginia? As far as gigs and all go, I would think...
No, I didn't... I'm more of a traveler. You ever? Actually, I walked from Florida to New York. I tried it on a bicycle that broke like Forrest Gump's leg.
What?
But oh yeah, no joke. Well, here's my thing. I had $65 in my pocket, and I was like 35 at the time, and I'm thinking, well, how can you do this? I believe in myself without a doubt, but how can I prove to myself that I actually believe in myself? You got to do something fucking crazy. Like, if you're a real comic, you're a fucking nutball. Because who the hell's going to get on stage in front of strangers and try and make them laugh? I mean, you got to have balls of steel in the first place.
Yeah.
But here's my point. I'm like, I got $65. If I can walk to New York, like Kane from Kung Fu, just walk the fucking earth. Every bar I see, I walk in, I look them in the eye, and I say, hey, if I can make you laugh in 2 minutes, will you buy me a beer and a sandwich? And I made it to New York. So I know I got something. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, dude, that's amazing.
Well, you know what? I think if you're a purist and you really believe in your craft and yourself, you can pull that off.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't pull off living in New York City because the fucking rent was $2,800 a month.
Yeah.
L.A. I just slept on the beach for 3 fucking weeks because I went through one real estate scam. I was down to $2,000.
Wow.
Next thing you know, I'm fucking living in a hostel.
Wow.
Believe me, if I had enough money to fucking set up, I'd smoke all these fools. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Please delete that. But anyway, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. One of my friends moved to New York City, like right out of high school, and I remember he said you had to get an agent just to get an apartment. You couldn't just find an apartment. You had to get like a fucking agent.
Oh, well, that's what I was talking about in New Jersey, man. You're not too far from the city, and I guarantee your rent's at least $2 large or $2,500.
Just under 2 is the average,
see my point,
around
though?
here. But this is the fucking bottom of the sack right here.
Yeah.
But here's the here's the kicker. We all end up a month late sometimes. And when your rent's that high, all of a sudden you're down 4 large. Now that's leg breaker money. You know what I'm saying?
That exactly.
And hell, I'm just a fucking worker bee, man. I make waiter money, I make chef money, I make a few dollars here and there, but nothing like real people money. You know what I mean? I don't make 35 or 40 or 60 or 70 a year. My girl does, but she's a lawyer, so I don't ask her for much.
We might need her because we've had a couple threats along the way. We've
Yeah,
been
you know
looking
what
for
I'm
a
saying?
lawyer
I
for a
mean-
while now, so.
Well, like I said before, it was way easier to make all my connections than it was to actually live there for the period of time I needed to get my shit done.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part for being a comic. Do you have money to live in New York? Do you have money to live in L.A.? But to get back to your original question, I'm born and raised in Chicago, went to Florida for a number of years, but I hit New York, I hit Chicago, I hit L.A., and I hit Atlanta. And Florida's basically my playground as well.
Nice.
But I stick with major cities. I'm a little afraid of the Midwest because I'll probably disappear with some of my material. Yeah, we talked about banjos last time, so you understand.
I know that guy got really mad. That
He'll
called
be
in
all
about
right.
that.
You know what? He probably lost a tooth since that happened. He probably ain't going to be around that much longer anyway. The water's poison everywhere here. Yeah, I saw a few retweets. I'm hoping somebody calls in. But, yeah, I can't even tell you. My fucking Twitter, all of a sudden off the bat, I'm seeing graphs and charts that were never on my thing before.
From us?
All of a sudden I've got I put the fucking link on Amy Schumer put something. It was the top thing on her thing. It was somebody naturally backing her up. Oh, she don't do this, she don't do that. And I just put the fucking link up. I'm like, actually, it wasn't 1 or 2 jokes. It's literally 6, 7, or 8.
I remember Joe Rogan back in the day did it with Mencia. He was one of the ones.
Please.
Oh,
man,
I'll
be the first in line to tie that motherfucker to the stake so we can burn him.
Wow, yeah. Rogan came out with, I forget how many clips of other, Carlin, Pryor, and it was word for word, like you said, mannerism, everything. It was just stolen.
That's why, I cannot say enough about Joe Rogan for fucking just doing that, period.
Yes,
and then you have
a lot of people before that were
knock down the fat Jew.
Yeah,
you can't steal material. You just can't.
A lot of people
like
before Joe Rogan did that were doubting it. They were, it wasn't, and then Rogan just put together the video, and
right.
Yeah,
it was like,
that's what you got to do.
You can't deny it.
I was wondering, I didn't get a chance to look. Has Rogan spoke about the Amy Schumer thing at all?
I was curious about that today myself, and I also didn't have a chance to look. I was too worried about life and figuring out what the fuck's going on with my Twitter.
Right.
I don't want to be too popular for the wrong reason. You know what? I don't want to be Hannibal Buress.
What happened with Hannibal?
He's the one who, I believe, brought out the Bill Cosby thing.
That's what it is. I know something.
I don't know, but was he in the room? Because that's also not right. But anyway.
Because I've seen some clips of Hannibal. Hannibal's hilarious.
Like, dude, she's passing out. Leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that is great, gentlemen.
He was a part. he was a part of it. Pete needs to wear that.
Oh,
and nothing else.
You know what? The motherfucker's got work. He did a decent job in Daddy's Home. That was not bad work.
Yeah.
And, like I say, if you can make money with words, you fucking do it, man, because this business is not easy.
Yeah, I didn't think so. What
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Michael.
No, you're good. You're good. The thing I was talking about with Ron is they really got huge. They went national. I remember hearing because I used to have to travel to Fort Myers from Port Charlotte every day. It's a 40-minute morning drive, and it's quite annoying. So you have to listen to something, which is ironic. Well, the funny thing is, back then, that was when Larry the Cable Guy was still fucking calling in trying to be somebody. Now that motherfucker's making $250 million a year. Meanwhile, I'm eating frozen pizza. But anyway.
Oh, he's a zilch.
But yeah, they went nationwide and totally imploded. I mean, it was disgusting.
Wow, I did not know that. I remember I heard when they were in Florida, they were like bigger than Howard in ratings.
Oh yeah, and they thought they were, like, who said we're going to be bigger than the Beatles? Or bigger than Jesus? The Beatles.
The Beatles, yeah, bigger than
Jesus. When you talk shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now Ringo's the only one left. And Paul. Is Paul around? I don't even know.
Ringo, yeah.
Paul's divorced and retarded now.
Why does he keep getting married? You're worth how many million? I got an idea. Why don't you just date for a little while?
And the legless.
Me throwing that out
Couldn't
there.
you find one with 2 legs? You fucking limey? Jesus Christ.
I was going to say a joke about that, but I couldn't make it funny fast enough.
Get an expensive hooker or something like that.
Like our intern here.
That's my point. You know what I mean? I mean, just,
Dude, she got him for so much money.
Someone at a bar.
Something. She got him for a lot of alimony, I think.
That's what I'm saying. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I had a vagina, though I do enjoy having a penis. But, man, I'd like to have a bigger house.
A car for every day of the week.
I'm not even that fucking greedy. I just don't want to worry about money anymore. You know? I'm not a greedy man. I just, don't want any bad blood, and I'd like to buy whatever. I have one of my fantasies. Most people fantasize about sex, but I've been there, done that. I've got one real fantasy. I want to walk through the store and put everything I see that I want in the fucking cart.
In the cart, and leave with it. Without cops chasing you.
Without stealing, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'd take about 3 carts, and I estimate about $4,500. But I would just like to do that.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Because how many times you're like, oh, Oreos, fuck, I'm already past my limit. We got to go to the checkout. Fuck that shit. I want to eat what I want.
Yup. I don't want to choose between the goldfish. I want every flavor.
Yeah. I also don't like off-name brands. I like my food to taste good.
Same here.
Oh, you don't like the whales.
Hey, we're not here for that long, man.
Yeah.
I want to eat.
Fuck the whales, yeah. Fuck the non-Hellman's mayonnaise. You gotta have Coke, Hellman's.
I'm the same way, and
I'm all about Hellman's mayonnaise. You bring out the fucking best.
Even Miracle Whip, you can't. Oh, that's garbage. I remember the first time I had that. I'm like, what is that?
That stuff is so bad.
I know.
I call bullshit on anybody who's like, oh, it all tastes the same. You're just paying for the brand. No,
even
no,
Doritos.
You're not.
Doritos compared to even the generics Doritos are amazing. They're crunchier,
Oh, well, yeah, don't get me started on that cheap crap. I'm a
Cheapo
chef
chips.
by trade. I understand food, and I understand eating better. You feel better, your complexion's better, you shit better. It's just that simple.
I had the worst shit the other day because I'm getting a cold, and it was just one of those gluey Indian clay shits. You're wiping for 20 minutes. It's like, oh, is this ever going to stop? It's still half of it's in your butthole.
It's never going to stop.
Brown Indian clay.
Oh, it's the worst.
You sound like every man who's ever been there the day before a colonoscopy.
Pete, actually, what did you drink? The citrate of magnesia.
Yeah.
On one of our shows, and it's called The Shit Show. And he drank a citrate of magnesia, and then for the last 5 hours of the show, he shit on the toilet bowl.
Man. It wasn't even shit, dude. It was just straight up.
We sent him in with a microphone, too.
Oh, man, that's bad.
Just drink water the entire time.
About 10 years ago, I was on probation, and every so often you got to take these piss tests, which is a really pain in the ass because I like smoking pot.
Who doesn't?
Every so often you got to fucking drink that shit, and it fucks up your system for 3 or 4 fucking days.
Oh, man. I remember my dad, when he got his colonoscopy, he fucking left. They took pictures and printed them out of the insides. And he left it on the kitchen table for like a year. Like, I was like, every time someone was in there with him, like, look at that. That's the inside of Dad's asshole. It's right on the kitchen table.
Dude, you never know what's going to stick with you.
I guess he was proud.
In this case, it's not shit.
Red meat. How long does that shit stay? Oh, my God. 20 years in your colon, I heard?
Oh, jeez, who the fuck knows, man? I'm telling you. Life's fucked up nowadays. You know that?
Yeah. Oh,
but,
fuck.
Yeah, seriously, not to change the subject, but look down my link on my wall a little bit longer, and you'll see the footage, and it's irrefutable, gentlemen. And it breaks my heart because I hate admiring somebody, and you study them for years, and you're like, this is one talented motherfucker. And next thing you know, I don't care if it was just one joke. You're a thief now.
Yeah.
And that's not what this business is about. I posted earlier. I'm like, shit. I've been writing jokes for 9 fucking years. I had no idea we could steal each other's material. My next show is gonna be fucking awesome.
Live at the Improv. Radio City.
And I don't even speak Spanish.
Start doing some Andy Kaufman. That guy nobody stole from because you can't fucking do that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I love about Andy Kaufman? I didn't think
Duplicate
it was funny, but his shtick was so original.
Yes.
You can't touch it, and it's so out there. It's actually an art form.
That's what it was.
Emo Phillips, I don't think is any good at all, but he's got his thing. Well, he did that past that.
Yeah,
and
when he was
it
first
worked
out,
like a gem.
I didn't think it was funny. I'm not that old, but I caught the tail end
don't.
of him. But now I really do, just because he was so different, so weird.
I respect the art.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Looking at Andy Kaufman's life work is like looking at a mosaic painting.
Yes.
I mean, the man was a fucking genius, so much so that we don't even think it was funny. That's how smart he was. You know what I'm saying?
I did love Lockup.
It's like listening to The Wall when you're a teenager. You just don't fucking get it yet.
I still never went back. Does it make sense later? Because
Yeah.
I didn't dig The Wall. I mean, the movie. The album,
Oh.
I always liked.
Oh, the movie,
Oh, the movie? You know, I still, and for like 30 years, I've always wanted to watch it tripping, but at these days, I'm too old to
don't
trip.
do that. Don't do that.
That sounded
I
like
think
it was
it was
coming from experience.
Yeah.
No, just don't do it.
I have watched The Wizard of Oz to Dark Side. That was amazing.
Oh, really? How was that? I've been meaning to do that, but I'm so fucking busy.
Dude,
Did that
definitely.
work out for you?
Yeah, smoke a little bit, and yeah, after the third lion roar, start Dark Side of the Moon. It is amazing.
No shit.
Yeah, and they say, I think they say you can watch it more than once. Well, the movie is longer than the CD. They say you could start the CD again, but I only watch it one time through with the CD, and it matched up perfectly. And I've heard they've admitted Pink Floyd to making that CD or that album to that movie. Yeah,
That's crazy.
they wrote it for that. Yeah, so it does fucking link up.
Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, those guys. I mean, fuck, Roger Waters was a fucking genius. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
like throwing that word around, but yeah.
I mean, like so many other bands, like try to get there, like Fish. What the fuck is Fish?
I had a roommate who listened to Fish every day for 3 fucking years. I killed him, but can you take that off? But
I prefer the Dead.
The
over
Dead had
Fish.
some
I mean,
all
I
right
like the
shit
feel-good
too.
vibe and all the hippie shit. But you
Yeah.
know what? Sooner or later, I get tired of smelling patchouli, and I get tired of going down that hippie girl.
Pete doesn't. He's got the face to match the you know what, huh?
The 80s are over, man. I don't care for a lot of hair. I like a little landing strip, maybe less. I like room to work. I like a clean workspace, you know?
The landing strip has got to be there for me.
Man, we cover a lot of subjects in a half hour, don't we?
We do. We're all over the place. It's like ADD for your ears.
Hey, yeah, we're all pretty much on the same wavelength. That's why I like you guys. We're all fucked up. Who's all there? You two, the big guy?
We lost an intern. We don't know where he's been.
Well, it's been snowing a lot. He could be out there.
That's right.
Yeah.
There was a couple people never accounted for. I think we're gonna have to report him.
He went out for buffalo wings one day and then just never came back.
Yeah, he never came back. I think Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo.
Oh, God, that's funny.
He went to Buffalo, New
You would not
York.
believe the permits you got to go through to get a fucking well in your own basement.
Would you?
I could just see like Mike trapped in the well. You have no idea the pain I can bring you.
This is what we do to
Precious.
interns who don't fucking listen. Now, give me a fuck, motherfucker. Hey, you signed up for this shit. I don't want to see any tears.
Right? Exactly. You signed on to the shit, and now I gotta talk to an artist about taking your face out of a picture.
Michael, listen, if you keep listening, at 9 o'clock we have the
Ooh,
Messiah.
yes!
She's actually a woman who is like
Claims to be.
Jesus Christ reincarnated. So feel free
Oh,
to call
God.
in.
Yes.
She's very interesting.
Call
woman.
in with any questions or concerns, but we have to wrap this up, Michael. I'm so sorry, dude. It was great talking to you.
Wow, that went on fast, didn't
It did. And where can everybody find you?
Just check out my Twitter. It's blowing the fuck up right now. Stubborn Avocado's coming out in the 6 months, roughly, as soon as I can fucking sell it. You know how that shit goes.
Fuck yeah.
But, I'm just hanging out, checking out what you guys are doing and what the world's doing, and trying to piss off as few people that can help me as possible.
I'm trying to piss them all off. Thank you for talking to us, brother.
Hey, no worries. Thanks for letting me on, gentlemen. Have
No
a great
problem.
night. I'll
You
be in
too.
touch.
All right, brother.
Take care.
Later.
Later. Robert Slim Show.
It's still beeping.
Robert Slim Show. I think they hung up because I hit the green button, but maybe he'll call me.
Robert Slim Show? Yeah, maybe he'll call back.
So, yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to break. We'll be back.